I'm just spitting. Yeah, I'm just spitting. I'm just spitting. This shit have been on my mind for quite some time. I gotta put the shit on the line. I'm just spitting. Yeah, I'm just spitting.
We here, bro.
Welcome back, welcome all the way to hell back to yet another episode of the Dropping Dymes podcast.
Another one.
If it's your first time, your second time, your 138th,
138,
maybe
baby.
145th. If you don't know,
a couple things over again.
my name is Byron.
I'm Wallace.
And I'm Brandon. Hold on. They all three right there. Which one?
What you mean?
The middle. This nigga don't know either. All right. I'm just going to look that way.
And this is the Dropping Dymes podcast.
We are who we are, baby. It's the one in the middle.
Yeah.
All right, the middle.
The blue.
Hey, listen.
That nigga said.
Thank you for
But that's
letting us borrow a
yours.
little
I
bit
got
of
that
time.
one.
That's him.
A little bit of your space, man, to come through and do what we do, and that's just talk. If you're joining us right now and you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe, man. Subscribe, share, comment, hit the button.
Hit the button.
We still working on that goal
Where you want the
of
button at?
1,000 subscribers. So, hey, man, come be a part of the family. Tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their friends.
About your friends.
So we can all be friends.
That's all it is.
We're just trying to get to that number.
That 1K, baby.
And we don't want you to think that we just, you know what I'm saying, selfishly asking you to do that. We actually talk about something. We just be talking, but this should be making sense.
Some
Yeah.
of it.
Some of this should be making sense. Some of it's going to make you laugh.
I think at the end of the day, it all makes sense.
A lot of it makes sense.
It take a little time.
Too.
Yeah, a lot of it
Yeah.
do. But at the end of the day, you think about it a little bit. It come together.
So we don't want you to think,
Especially
you know what I'm saying,
it take a little while.
we just dragging you into a one-sided relationship. Nah. We actually give you a little something on the back end.
Yeah.
We are also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So go check us out sometimes.
We back rolling now.
Okay.
We caught it. Well, we'll be caught up by the end of this week.
Oh, we
I already
good.
got them in the queue.
We good.
Yeah.
So everywhere we at, we Dropping Dymes podcast.
Yeah.
Dymes with a Y.
With a Y, baby.
And speaking of with a Y, go to www.droppingdymes.com. Dymes with a Y. Check out the merch, man. We over there. We got the t-shirts and things, and we got the hats and
We got
things.
some new stuff in the mail coming
We
right
got some
now.
stuff. We finna bring some stuff in
fun.
just so y'all can see it. But
Hey.
like niggas get nervous when I be like, and speaking of,
Where we going? Where we going?
But yeah, swing by there, man. Buy some. We not doing that to line our pockets. We ain't trying to get rich off of it. We actually just trying to give you a better production. We need to buy another cord to have a camera so that it'll point directly at Wallace so that y'all can get that.
That just went out tonight, by the way.
Yeah, that just happened. Like
10 seconds.
It's on.
Yeah,
And it's
then
gone.
we out.
And it's gone.
So yeah, we
That
back
was
in the
perfect.
middle. So as you can see,
It just went out.
we need some more shit.
We need some milk.
So we need some milk. So yeah, man, go by www.droppingdymes.com, Dymes with a Y. Pick up a shirt,
man.
something, man, hat, something.
Support the cause, man.
Support it.
Support your people.
Show some love, man. If you don't fuck with us, and we can shoot you the Cash App if you want to send and help us buy that cord. You know what I'm saying? So because again, so we can get our boy facing now. Because there you go.
Oh, shit.
There you go. You had an opportunity to see
That's
why
all I
we
got.
need that cord.
That's all I got today.
We don't want to hold you long.
Yeah, we ain't gonna hold you long, but hey, let me ask y'all this.
Hello.
What kind of week y'all have?
What kind of week?
Yeah. I know it's early in the week. We actually
Tuesday.
shooting this early in the week. We usually shoot on Sunday. We shooting it on a fucking Tuesday night.
Tuesday. Man,
So how was the week going?
So far, I feel like this week almost been a run on from last week because I told y'all I've been spending all the time on the roof all the damn time. But honestly, yesterday was cool. It was a good vibe. I got to shut my door and really knock out a bunch of stuff. I got one employee who's been out for vacation and rolling straight into somebody passed in her family, so she's been gone for a week and a half now. But yesterday I just locked in and knocked out all the stuff that was on her plate and got back on mine today. And got some real good answers this morning. We had a meeting. So I mean that was awesome. I cut the grass Sunday, so got to feel good going into the weekend.
On
Even
a
though
Saturday.
that
Okay.
pollen was killing me. Yeah.
On
yeah,
Sunday,
Yeah. Easter.
Easter.
I mean, I guess, it wasn't that important to him to not cut the grass. But hey,
I mean, I handled all my business in the morning. That evening, got quiet, knock it out.
still rose that day. But it's cool, man.
I
He
know.
might not be into that.
I
Just
let him
know.
do his thing, dog.
Let him do his thing.
Say early that Sunday morning.
They did say it was
Exactly,
early.
it was.
They were early. Say death at
Oh,
death in the
that's
grave had a
funny,
talk.
bro.
Shit. Oh yeah, I went to see Sinners yesterday.
Word.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was cool, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't like the end of it. But for the most part,
I heard nothing bad about
yeah,
Mm.
it.
yeah, go watch the end of it.
I plan on watching the whole thing
Yeah.
to the end. Go watch the
Nah,
end
it's
of it.
it's a vibe all the way until the end. But yeah, I mean, quality music, quality scenery. I went and watched the IMAX, so you got that extra feel.
Yeah.
I
Take
saw
the
him talking
regular.
about how he shot
How
it.
you shot
How
it.
you say it
Yeah.
take up the whole
Yeah,
fucking screen.
it's one scene that in the beginning that you like, yeah, that's it. It's like a church, and then you imagine if the screen was cut, you can't see the peak of the church because it stops right at the peak of the church. It's like I want you to see this
Yeah,
all the way
everything.
down to
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
and it's a scene they drive, and then you get to see out over the cotton fields, and that should just feel like you in there.
Sure.
So yeah, it was a dope experience to see Michael B. Jordan doing his thing.
I'm glad he got a new role because I feel like he just been the same motherfucker
Creed.
for a minute.
Yeah.
All of them just been
Motherfucking the hero.
just.
He was the villain in Black Panther.
Yeah, no, it was just Michael B. Jordan though. I like when I saw it, I didn't see nobody else. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like in all his roles, I just saw Michael B. Jordan.
But it's a bunch of actors that make their life off of that. The dude that do Deadpool, he plays the same person
little,
in
like,
every movie.
But do you see the person in the movie, or do you just see him? Because that's a difference.
I see him just playing somebody else's life in every movie,
Yeah, so
and he make hella money off of
Yeah,
it. So I'm like, do your thing,
because
make your
people
money.
watch it. It's just not a good thing.
I'm gonna tell y'all who I think it. I don't know buddy's name, and he from Alabama. The white dude, he be in Quentin Tarantino movies. He always be racist as fuck.
I don't know.
He
was in Django
yeah.
at the end.
The motherfucker he went in there to cut Django shit off.
Yeah.
That crazy ass white
He was
dude.
in Hateful Eight too.
He always be.
I don't see him. I see the character that he's playing.
So I see that because I see him as a character.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now, his character might be similar, but
that's what I see the same character. That nigga be.
But I'm saying, but I don't see him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
With Michael B. Jordan,
I just see him.
seem like that's who he
That's
is
who
when he walk off the set.
Yeah.
I just
can't
can
think
make
of
some
his
money
name,
off of
but
who I
he's
am.
played in a few movies.
You know who else like that? Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman is the same
dry
person.
humor.
I see Jason Bateman. I don't see the character.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good call. But yeah, I think that this role takes him out of that. Like it takes him out of just, oh shit, I'm just watching Michael B. Jordan instead of whatever the character's name is.
No, it was a good story. Like I said, the only thing that kind of threw me off was the ending. I feel like they could have been as elaborate and as creative, as entertaining, and as much feeling you felt throughout the movie. At the end, it was kind of like, that was simple. But you go get your own feel. Right?
Sometimes it takes that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go watch it.
I told my partner, I'm like, it was an 8 out of 10. And it was only that because you did all of that shit, and then that's the way it ended.
Not even
cool.
9. Just give it
Nah.
It was that bad to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. And the ending probably is
most people
probably
really love
that's what I'm saying.
The setup for something bigger. He like, man, I hate that shit, man.
I mean, shit, I was like, damn, that's it. But I don't want to take that one moment and like.
Nah, like I said, I've heard nothing bad about the movie.
Like, bro, it's that one scene where they first really start dancing, bro. That's a scene for the ages.
Yeah,
like that's a scene for us.
Yeah, I can't wait.
What about you, brother? Your week?
The week is okay. Weekend started a little rough. Had some car trouble. But God is good.
God is good.
You know, that's the best way I could put that one. But I'm really just trying to stay mentally focused at work right now because I'm about to go out of town this weekend. So, I'm trying to keep my mind not
in your
in the
moment.
present.
on what shoes I'm about to take. Damn, them shoes will go with that shirt, you know, and about to be drunk. And, you know, I'm just trying to stay focused on work. And,
You still lay your stuff out?
of course,
Okay.
yeah.
Some people like can just visualize.
I
Just
put
pack
that shit
thing
on sometimes if it ain't really up here.
Yeah.
Let me see what this shit look like.
Yeah.
Okay, it's great. I put that shit in there. But I got my bag halfway packed already. Cause you know that's just how my week goes.
Take you a week.
As you can see, cause my nights are so short between a dad and a husband and me
Tuesday
wanting to watch
night,
basketball.
a Tuesday night podcast.
And this in a fucking Tuesday night podcast. I don't really, you know, I have to start. So I got all my, you know, drawers, shorts, and shit like that in there. So just t-shirts.
I'm glad you got the drawers.
Probably I packed them first. You never know, brother.
Get you an extra 2 pairs just in case.
I do.
There you go.
In case I piss on myself or something.
Get off of you.
But nah, the week been going good. Shit, it's Wednesday now, so we almost there. I got another day and a half of work, so I'm okay.
It's almost Wednesday. The last time we were talking, you said work was a little seesawish, like everything back.
Nah, it was just I think it was just a rough week at work.
Yeah.
You know, talking to other people, they were like, last week or 2 weeks ago, fucked up. I'm like, okay, I wasn't the only one, goddamn. So that's all.
All right. Just want to make sure you're back straight. Man.
Yeah, everything like as far as work is good. It was just a rough work week. You know what I mean? But hell yeah. Not that conversation we had before. No, I ain't not that. I don't never want to go
back to that.
Hell no.
I saw what that shit look like. I don't want that iPad.
Yeah, I ain't going back to that shit. But yeah, man. Finishing off strong. Like I said, I got another full day and a half of work. I'm good. I'm out of that.
And look, I ain't gonna tell them, but because I worked on Saturday, I'm taking a half a day this week. Somewhere. I ain't gonna tell them when. I'm just gonna disappear.
But it's gonna be, goddamn. Do it Friday.
They won't find out till Friday. So
do it Friday.
I'm like, where Wallace at? He already told you.
Yeah.
What about you, brother?
So far, man, so good. Week is cool. The crazy thing is when nothing bad happens, it's just cool, good week, good start. So that's where I am. Good week, good start.
Yeah.
Can't complain about nothing, man. Everybody in sound mind, sound body. So we good.
Does your work week or the things that you like put your time into, does that create the feeling for what the week is? So like you go to work, you had a bad week. Does the week become a tough week, or is it that was just work and I'm cool overall?
Oh no, just work. Yeah. Once I leave out of there, that's just what it is.
Yeah, I think that compartmentalization, being able to say, hey, look.
But you can still be like mentally tired outside of work because of work though. You know what I mean? But I don't let it fuck up. Like I don't come home and scream at my kid, for something simple because of work. But if anything, I'm just
because Brandon said it. Don't do that, okay?
And I it's crazy because I just had this talk with my niece. Not so much about work, but just like being able to compartmentalize different things that's going on in our life. And just being able, I was like, it's kind of like when you go to work, when you leave work, I was always taught like right before you walk out that motherfucker, just wipe your feet, like leave that shit there. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's tough for some people. I can honestly say one of the, like, it's a thing that's been a gift and a curse is the drive home from work. Sometimes that can be enough time to let you just kind of decompress a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to create that separation. You know what I'm saying?
I would say you have to do the same for work also.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you could take your home shit. Yeah, you could take your home shit into work. And I said,
fuck up your week.
When I first started working,
money.
When I first got here, I remember I was working at Levi's, bro. And I had just like a bunch of kids working for us. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, man, little dude came in, he was cooked. He was mad as fuck. And I was like, took him in the office. I was like, you straight? He was like, man, me and my girl. I was like, look, I can't tell you how to handle your life, but you got to leave that shit outside. Not even on some work shit.
Yeah.
Not trying to be like the number one manager in the world, no shit like that. but just being able to separate these different things as you move through life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because like when we was younger, like playing sports, like you'd be mad as fuck, right? Your coach be like, man, what, everything all right? Like, nah, man, me and my girl going through it. I want you, that boy right there, I want you to look at him, and every time you look at his ass, you see your girl, you knock his ass out.
Use that energy.
Yeah, use that
Use
energy.
that energy.
But like this is a different time, so yeah,
Hell
you
yeah.
you gonna want to separate that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Separate.
It's interesting that you brought up the vision of actually driving to or from work. That honestly is where I probably forget about whatever I just was dealing with, whether it's coming from home to work or whether it's going from work to the house, is because I either put on a book or I turn on some music or like I've been studying, so I'll be studying while I'm driving. My mind goes somewhere else and I literally forget whatever issue I was just dealing with on either end. And then when I get to the new space, it's a new space. I just step out and go into it with who I am in that time. And I didn't even think about it like that separation probably helps. It's better than me just walking. Let's say, honestly, I think about people who work from the house. It's like you dealing with all the frustration or whatever issues or whatever thing you're trying to develop right at work, and then you just turn your head and now you're at home. Where's the space to separate?
Or the kids
Just
coming
leave it right in that room. Like,
I mean, some people are good at it, but some people, I imagine, they need that.
They struggle with it. Yeah.
It's a good question, man.
Yeah.
It's always good to check in on your people.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, every time.
So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into that question of the week, man.
Dive.
And I feel like it's a pretty good one. What do you think was your best period of time in your life? Not necessarily a moment, not just there was this one day when I hit 39. Nah,
man.
Give me a time span. Like,
watch this. Watch, you ready?
Gang. Fuck you thought I was gonna do? But I'm good for that. Let me straighten my pillow up all this way. Sorry, but yeah, my time period I would have to say, would have to be high school for me. You learn a lot about yourself. Some people in high school. So some people take a little longer.
Some people fast.
Or faster. I don't know. But yeah, man, you get to bump your head a lot and still have that cushion. Right? So I would say high school for me, just the development of me, learning, how to treat women, learning, what sport or what position you would want to, play in high school to get you to the next level. Learning about being a man. But like I said, still having that cushion, right, to get it wrong and having, your parents kind of there to to help you out with the situation.
Yeah.
I would say, as far as on the fun end, it's hard, but I would have to throw, like, I had a lot of fun in high school. Yeah, I'm gonna say I had more fun in high school than I did in college. Just because of, like I said, it goes back to the carefree. Like, I ain't got to worry about nothing. I know where I'm going. I don't know what a bill is. I don't know how much this costs. My daddy put gas in my car. I'm gonna get these Jordans. I know what I'm gonna wear every day to school. I wear a uniform to school.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like it was just, life was just so simple and fun then. I learned how to drive. Now I'm driving. Like it's high school most definitely for me. And the music was dope too.
Always ties back to
Yeah,
music.
the music was dope too. So yeah, that's my time.
high school was pretty cool. I think depending on what high school looked like for you. But yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think that matters a lot.
Yeah. What about you, brother?
I honestly, of course, I'm not gonna say high school.
We didn't know that.
Why would you?
I mean,
Go
those
ahead.
people you were talking about was me. But I wanted to say college, and I wanted to say college because that was the space I got to step into who I believed I was, and I got to build who that person could be. That process of becoming, like, it's cool to say I earned a scholarship, but like that process to do that and the decision to do that, and then the result of doing it, I mean, is something I'll never forget. I mean, on my arm now. But honestly, bro,
Tied it up.
yeah, I got a question about that next time.
Okay.
Yeah. And then of course, like even going to Canada, like Detroit was cool, but it was so much pressure that whole time. But Canada was cool. Going out into a different world, but it was still like the I don't knows of the world. Like I hadn't really dug into and built a foundation where I knew this was gonna be something. It was great to be out in the world, see different people, experience different places. But I'll be honest, bro, when I was sitting here thinking about it, it's literally right now. The best time in my life is right now because of the impact that I can have outside of myself, the impact that I can have within myself, the things that I've learned about myself. And I actually like that person. I like what he has become, what he can do. I like the vision that he has. Um, I like the people he surrounded himself with. Like you kind of put in a place when you're in high school, you decide to go to a place and you're just around people in college. When you become a man into the world, you decide who your circle is. And I love who I've surrounded myself with. Um, so yeah, and the future's bright. Like when I got into the working world, I didn't really know what it was going to be, but these, especially past 7 years, I've created the vision that I thought I had, and then the opportunity that I never knew that I was going to be able to have. So just in this space right now, I'm excited. I love it. I can help my parents, give back to them. They gave unconditionally for my whole life. Now I can go and take her to the movies without no, like, you ain't paying for nothing. Go to dinner, you ain't paying for nothing. Pops, what you need, I got you. Like being able to be in that space is more than just getting celebrated at a football game to me. And I can still go out there and ball, like we just talked about. Still physically able to go out there. And honestly, to be real, it gives me the same feeling to go out there and make a play for my teammates. Same feeling I had in college. Same feeling I had in the league and CFL. All the same thing. So like, I'm right now is the best time in my life. Of course, there are things that are tough, things that are new, things that I'm having to fight through, but because of all the things that I've been through, that shit it don't really faze me in this space. And I love being in that mindset.
Damn.
The what you were saying about surrounding you learn who to surround yourself with. You get to choose. So I think the process in high school for me was when you said we didn't get to choose, but it was learning how to what separates you from the group, right? You see what I'm saying? Like that process, like all that was dope. You know what I mean? To me, like I said, I think just the learning aspect of it to who I
When you
became.
say the process, say that again and help me out because I ain't catch it. I don't think.
I mean, the process of getting it wrong, right? Like meaning like you know this crowd over here, or you know this group of friends. You may think that this may be the group for you, but it really is really not. So then you try that group, then you know that's really not, and then you find out who you really are, right? So like I said, like I'm a little bit of all of this. You see what I'm saying? So within high school, I got to see what separated me from these different groups of people, and I found out how to kind of stand out and be my own self, out of these different type of groups. I would say.
And I applaud you for being able to have that experience in high school. You saying that was me in college.
Yeah.
It was somebody who, like, you saw Wallace, he could fit in with any crowd, but he was pretty much himself.
Yeah.
But in high school, I was by myself, not fitting in
yeah.
many crowds. So I can imagine that experience at whatever time in your life is truly impactful and something that you like. That's a vibe for my life.
Like even like knowing like I said, what the girls like playing the back. You know what I mean? Okay, well, I see she ain't like what he did right there. So all of that was just a good time. You know what I mean? College, that shit, it was fun, but it becomes stressful. Shit, everything on your own. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, it was, yeah. So, but yeah.
That's what's up. I actually like both of y'all answers.
Right now it's dope though.
The high school, it does take you back, and it was more of a carefree period. But man, I was fucking up, so I can't say high school for me. But high school, man, that shit was hit or miss. Like I had some real I had good times. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't wanted it to come off like I was moving through my fucking teenage years like it wasn't fun. I had a lot of fun, and I grew up a lot faster than I should have. So that's why 15 to 17, because I graduated at 17. Those years were tough. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot, had some good people come in and out of my life, but I lost some really good people. And it was like a lot. The people who I saw that cared for me the most in my mind, like not saying like, and it was crazy because I was like, man, these are the only people that care about me. Whole time my mom and daddy still living. You know what I'm saying? like they ain't living or something, but
that shit boring.
Yeah, like they supposed to.
Exactly.
That's what the state told them that they have to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? But
the Bible said it.
Yeah. So these other bit like he know. Like no, but
I was out on Easter.
But nah, it was I lost a lot, and I would, people be like, oh, I lost a lot, but I gained a lot. I would almost, I feel like I kind of broke even. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Shit, that's good.
I had some
today, right?
College was cool. I learned a whole lot, but in my growing up fast, I was in adulthood real heavy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In college, everybody else was kind of out kicking it and shit, and I was like, "What size shoe we need to put on this boy foot?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that was a different situation. Yeah. So that was a little bit different situation. My 20s was fun. Like I could honestly, my first 3 years, going to play, basketball was, I could definitely line that up. But I ain't gonna go through all of them. But
I got a college tour, goddamn. Yeah. That's why I thought you were gonna say college.
Yeah, that shit was definitely a tour though. But I could probably say right now has been a good period, because of everything that I went through. It made life right now what it is, right? Like one of the things that you said was outside of myself, like being able to help people, and like all my life I've been the same person. Like I wanted to help people that were around me. Like whether I saw somebody just in a position where they couldn't do for themselves at the time, or if I just felt like, man, like you really been there for me, so I want to do for you, or I got it, so I just want to do for you. You know what I'm saying? But being at this place in life makes it even easier for me to want to do for others, but also wanting to, like, honestly just help young men, or younger people. Let me say that, because this weekend, man, I had an opportunity to sit down and kind of talk to a couple of my younger cousins, my female cousins, and that was a different conversation, man. And talking to my niece too, like I realized like a lot of resources go into helping women and young women, but a lot of it is just like, I don't want to say a surface level, but it's not getting them the types of conversation that we be talking about having with young men. You know what I'm saying? Like they still not getting those conversations from women, from other women. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of female organizations or a lot of women's organizations out here that are helping, but there are still a lot of young women who aren't having certain conversations. Like I had to have a conversation with my niece about compartmentalization, just to be able to like don't go into work still pissed off about what happened with this.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want is for people at your job being like, "Hey, what's wrong?" And then you got to tell them about your personal shit and why you can't handle work.
Handle what you, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it, look, if you express it, they really don't care. They can use what you're saying.
They're
like,
gonna use
she's unstable. She's not focused.
She's unstable.
Yeah, like that's
But they'll use it.
because that's how they see us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And especially like it's funny because like that's the whole stigma with women. Like, oh, you emotional and all that, and like it's funny because like
women.
I saw some recently. Somebody had and talking just on. I ain't gonna get into the whole political thing, but they was like, and y'all thought we shouldn't have a female president because she would be so emotional. Here y'all go with this motherfucker.
Emotional.
What?
Sensitive.
Boy, what? like that man. That man be showing so much emotion in them little press conferences, dog. Like his feelings get hurt. That nigga be like, "You'll never be back in here again."
I want to understand what his team is like. This is what we want to show. Maybe it's a population of people that think what he's doing in those situations is right.
Yeah.
And that's what's tough.
Yeah. It's a lot of people who still see him as doing a good job. And it's because they just haven't been, in my opinion, they haven't been affected enough.
I say I want him to do a good job. I just ain't seen it.
Yeah, I know y'all was really being positive.
Trickle down. Hey, one thing you said was that you were talking to your nieces, right? And you realized that women aren't having the conversations that we are trying to have here. Do you feel like, and this is men and women, do you feel like people don't have these conversations because they don't want to, I guess, expose some of their flaws? Because to be able to have a conversation like this, you have to expose that, like, honestly, I did exactly what you're thinking to do. And when I was 18, I fucked this shit up. When I was 21, I had this money and I blew that shit. You don't want to be exposed to that, because then you got to talk about it and feel it again. And I guess it's tough because my mother is one of the people that's like, look, this is real. This is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we did it. And we went without because, like, all the details, my emotional state. But that's one space she wasn't open with until recently was emotions. So now it's like, are these the women that are having these conversations? Are they not being open in your thought because of the emotions that it could bring back up? Because you have to, in truth, there comes resurfaces emotions that you probably tried to stifle or tried to hide.
I think it's not just women. I think it's period across the board.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to speak from that perspective.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it could be something where it does trigger these thoughts and emotions, and they take you back to that place. And you know what I'm saying? Like if you still haven't done the shadow work with it, it could take you down a dark path. Like you be riding home and making phone calls and shit. Like, but I think that is where I think the people who are open and can have those types of conversations have done that work. Like, you know, everybody like, well, shit, what you been up to, man? I just been working on me. What, nigga? Your credit? Because you still emotional wreck.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what they really, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, like, yeah, you know, I got that mortgage down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really the work on yourself that you should be doing. Not saying that that's bad.
Holistically, it's a piece.
It's a piece, but like when people saying working on yourself, like I usually think of like that emotional work to get yourself to be in a better place for others. Not saying that working on your mortgage ain't something that you could do, but I that's how I think about it.
When
But
somebody says they're working on themselves, to me, it makes me want to ask the next question of what part.
yeah,
Because honestly, sometimes people's stressors cause them to act a certain way. And if your finances are a stressor, then you working on that is actually helping even out your whole life, if that's you. So I want to kind of know what part, because honestly, I can learn from what you're working on. Because like that time you told me that you actually had to like step back and like tear yourself apart, tear yourself down. I learned from that conversation, but if I would have just like you worked on yourself for a period, oh that's cool. I don't necessarily know what you had to do. We actually talked through the process of what you were, how you tore yourself apart to build yourself back up.
Bro, that was the conversation that walked us to letting Roger in as close as like that was how Roger came in because we was having that conversation. You remember?
I do. I do. We got to have that conversation also.
But nah, I think
I can't wait for my man to get his license, man.
Nah, I think it's good. Why would you shoot that motherfucker me? I don't know hell like that.
Get that shit off me.
Yeah, crazy as fuck, man.
But nah, I think right now for me is probably the best period. Like, and I had the conversation with somebody else, and my first answer was, man, like 24 to 27. That was a good run for me, dog.
Yeah.
That was probably like the best for real.
Hell yeah.
Bro, that was probably like the best solid 3 years I had. You know what I'm saying? Like life was pretty good. I can't lie. Like I was making money. I was playing ball. The kid was good. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a good run, bro. I was in good shape.
Yeah.
Like I would come home during the summer, man. We would hoop all day. I was in the best, like probably like the best basketball shape I've been in. But it was like I don't want to say I was carefree, but like I was still strategic in what I was doing. Like I was in a place where I could help other people, like financially. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if y'all mom like this, but my mom, one of mine was like, she like you'd be like, here man, here's a little something for you. My mom be like, oh okay, and she'll take it and put it like somewhere else just in case you need to come back and borrow it from her again.
Yeah.
So she like my mom don't never dip into what you gave her.
I ain't never gave my mom.
You never tried?
A sum of money. It's like I paid for something.
So I tried to slip her a little something. She was like, yeah, she was just like, all right, okay, all right.
Yeah.
But
Kept it.
yeah, but it was just like it was a good time, man. It was not to say it was completely carefree because I still had like my worries, you know what I'm saying? But it was probably as close to just being fun and free as I had in a while. Like college was close, but it was still levels of adulting in there. You know what I'm saying? And not to say I didn't have the levels of adulting in those years, but it was just I was like everything was kind of like I said, when it ain't nothing bad, you can call it real good.
Yeah.
It was just a real good period right there.
Yeah. Now, like I said, I mean, college. I mean, I can look back and say that was a great time in my life, and even like right after college, going into the football stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it was a great time in life. But it just doesn't like in the mind that I have now, the values that I hold now, they don't compare to what I'm experiencing now.
I think it's kind of like the old people. I know you got the old churchy folk. They say just keep on living. Like and you keep living long enough, you realize like, man, the stuff that made the good day or the good period in your 20s ain't the same thing as the good day and good period as you get older. You know what I'm saying? Like
there's a couple things in there that was real good.
And I was like your 20s, your good day could have been like
diversification.
Listen, them college years, a good day could have been like, what? Class got canceled? Shit, we on the yard. You know what I'm saying? You outside. Yeah,
that's a good day.
So, in your adult years, your good day could be associated with your baby having the best dance recital and seeing her smile and just be happy and feeling like a winner. Or your son not getting the 3 interceptions, but knocking down a good solid 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that
give him some glasses, bro. It might help.
Nah, I think it's straight. They go to the eye doctor. We're going back soon though, but yeah,
it helped you, so I thought it might help him.
Or when you go because you think it's gonna be one thing for your car to get fixed, and then it turn into something else, but it leave you in a better space once you're done with everything, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't want to necessarily associate your best period or your better days with something being good for somebody else. So let's just talk about yours. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you go in, you like, all right, I know I gotta get this shit fixed. But then when you get it fixed, like you like, I feel good with my car running right now, right?
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I just got to get this other part. You know what I mean?
So I think the good days in our adultier years, like we said, being able to help other people, being able to put yourself in a better position, being able to like seeing yourself walking down your goals. I think that's a big piece.
Yes.
Like seeing yourself walk down your goals, you like, man, like I ain't think I was gonna get to this, but shit, it's all right over here.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Like you buy a house, man, it's all right.
Renovate that bitch.
Yeah. Hey, you survived the renovation?
Yeah.
I was living with some more people,
What?
and I'm still here.
In a dungeon.
We still here.
You feel me?
Everybody, the whole house.
Listen,
all 9 of us.
So the things that set up them good periods of time, man, they can be completely different, but definitely more gratifying.
So that's kind of where, when you were talking, that's where my mind was going, was like, yeah, I could take a snapshot of where I am right now, and it's great. But what makes it even more impactful to me is knowing all the decisions, all the things that I had to go through, work through, find my way through to get to this. Now, today validates the goals and the work that I was putting in when I really didn't see or couldn't visualize the truth being the things that I wanted to be in fruition. Like, I mean, credit card debt. I told y'all last week, like, I'm cool with $150 in my checking account because all the credit card are paid off. Man, I went through 10 years where it was always something on the credit card.
Yeah.
And to be able to space to be like, it's done. The house is paid, the mortgage, the insurances, credit card payments are all clear. Like, that's a great space, but it all is based off of decisions that I've made for the last however long to get to this space.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like you're living in it now, but because of the decisions, because of the actions, because of the learning that you got in the past.
I think the decisions, like, they kind of go back to last week talk too. The decisions we make and how impactful they are going forward. I think we have to do a better job with our decision making. And I think also letting our kids make decisions so that they can kind of see how they work out. I think we can't just, like, that was one of the things I did with the boy. I would be like, hey, when you come to me with a problem, give me 2 things that you think could fix this.
Yeah, no, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to just fix stuff for you. So if you can just have 2 things, that's all I ask. It ain't got to be what we do, but just it lets me know that you thought about it more than let me go ask him to fix this for me.
And look, that same mindset, like, I don't have kids yet, but the 2 APMs that I have right now, like, to get them in to the company, I help them do everything. I'm like, I got you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. It was probably 2 weeks ago. I was like, you know what? All right, now they're going to have to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
So, like, when they call me now, it's like, what do you think we should do? Go ahead and make a decision. I mean, I know with situations that it ain't going to cost us $100,000, but, like, go ahead and make that decision right there. I want to empower you to learn, either figure it out, go reach out to somebody who knows how, because part of the process of what we do is we don't know everything. We know a little bit about a lot. We know a lot of people who know a lot. So reach out to your resources and get used to doing that and make it a habit, because, I can figure it all out, but what I need you for? I'm trying to grow and expand, so now I can help develop spaces that you eventually move up into. I can't do that if I'm doing the work that you need to be doing. So it's the same thing with a child in my mind. At some point, all right, you got to start making decisions so I can trust you, like we talked about last week, to go out and make decisions on your own that are productive for your life.
So that's my thing at home right now, mainly with Madison. Like, whether she brings me something good or something I think is just stupid as shit, my response is, does it make sense? Because that's what I'm about.
Yeah.
If it makes sense, cool, right? But sometimes I've learned that if shit made sense to her, and I'm like, no, that's no,
Still makes
that,
absolutely no sense.
no, that ain't it. And
Nah,
so
for
that's
real.
when the teaching,
Yeah.
kind of comes in. But yeah, shit.
But at the very least, you're getting her to think
To
through.
think, yeah,
Does it make sense to me? Because then for the rest of her life is, all right, I'm gonna do this because it makes sense to
Yeah.
me, not just because somebody said so. I felt like it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And now you have to the next part I was thinking about, because we was talking about I was thinking about Brian is I wanted to ask you all a question too. One thing that you would tell yourself in some previous state of life, because we all feel like we are in a space now that is good or positive. What would you have told yourself or somebody younger, Madison, to get to that space? And one thing that I would tell a young person is find out how you learn and keep learning. Because that's the thing to me that has given me opportunity. I ain't gonna say I'm the best at anything that I've tried to go after, but I'm in a good space in life right now. And it's because I made a decision at 25 that I'm going to figure out how I can learn. Because I'm not a person that can sit down and read and then recite to you what I just read. I can't even listen to a fucking song and tell you what I heard.
Yeah.
But I learned about this YouTube University. And that was my key. All right, cool. It's information here that I can learn. However you can learn, because then that's going to help you make sense of things that are happening in your life to be able to make those decisions. So what would y'all tell yourselves, the high school you, the 24-year-old you, about what would you tell them to do or to incorporate into their lives to get to a space in the future that they can't see?
My shit probably so cliche, bro. But it's literally don't give up. Like don't stop moving. Right? Because it's so many times to life we all know, bro. It just be like, I don't know what my next move about to be.
Yeah.
Just make a move, right? And just keep building and building. But yeah, don't just keep going. Like that's literally been all I've done.
Yeah.
Like
That's a hell of a one, because a lot of folks, I mean, I used to be a really good route runner. And people would always come to me, how'd you become this great route runner? How'd you do this? I would just tell them, bro, I just kept showing up. Like, people would have a training session and I'd be the one to come every time. It'd be less. We got a ball out here for 7-on-7. You know why I was gonna be there. I just kept showing up, and you just never know what you're gonna learn and how much you're gonna grow from the opportunity of showing up. You keep showing up for yourself.
I have my job because of flag football.
Facts.
When it all boils down to it, I have my job because of flag football, bro. Just keep going, bro. Like, yeah, that's my thing.
Because if you would have just said, God dang, I lost my job, I need to sit home and sulk, you ain't out there to make that connection.
Bro, and I had no reason to be going to play football.
Yeah.
You know, like
Nah, for real.
Nigga, you got 7 bills to do. You want to, hey, this is my space. I just need to do, like, bro, yeah. Yeah.
Keep moving.
Keep moving, bro. Keep moving, dog. Like, and I guess, like, yeah, keep moving. Yeah, shit. Keep going.
Hey, look, I don't know if you got let go or somehow you didn't have a job. You started working at box truck.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's it right there.
Yeah.
No matter what, my man gonna figure something out for his family.
Again,
bro, almost got robbed.
Yeah, like, bro, yes.
That was funny.
Yes,
we can talk about
that shit.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. But yeah, when I got let go off my job, not fired, never been fired. But yeah, when they laid me off, it was like, all right, what's next? Then I heard the opportunity. You ever drove a box? Nope. You ever did it? Nope.
Can you do it?
Can you be? Yep. Monday morning, I'll be there.
Yeah.
No, you can start in 2 weeks. When that called me.
Yeah.
Cause bro, then I was getting like 2 checks. Cause I was getting one from the other job. Yeah, hell yeah. Then it came down to me having to make a decision on what job I wanted. Like I had 3 opportunities. Like, okay, shit, okay, God, I see you. You know what I mean? But yeah, I remember that box truck. I used to drive to Alabama, come back.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you.
I went to Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, like a circle, came back up 20.
Yeah.
Then one time, the shit was like the truck had fucked up. Like, yeah, I had to learn how to fix it, do some shit over the phone, bro. Nigga, I never lifted the hood like to the front. Nigga, I'm like, what the fuck am I, bro? Didn't know none of this.
Yeah.
But I did it, bro. Did it. Pulled up to the mall. Bro, I hit a dumpster my first day. Like, bro.
Backing up.
Yeah.
That shit's longer than you think it is.
Nigga, this ain't no U-Haul.
And the objects
bro,
is
I'm
closer to
bro, I'm driving through downtown Atlanta, like bro. I'm like, Lord.
I said, you as big as a goddamn
bro,
plane.
listen to me, bro. Then it got to a point where that shit just felt like a car.
Yeah.
But bro, yeah. I'm gonna always just do whatever. So yeah. Don't stop.
What about you, big bro?
I think that's real good. I think one of the biggest things is learn to play the game. No matter what it is, learn to play the game.
That's big.
In learning to play the game, you'll learn how to build these relationships. You'll learn how to sell yourself. You'll learn how to keep moving.
My dad taught me that.
Learn how to play the game. One of the things, like, I'm gonna tell you, like a simple thing of playing the game. Like when we was younger, it used to be like learning to kind of soften up the old people, right? You learn how to soften up your grandparents. You learn how to soften up your aunties and your uncles. Your uncles usually didn't go for the shit.
Yeah.
But your aunties and your grandmama and your granddaddy would. You know what I'm saying? Kids now don't know how to play the game. I watch kids now, like they don't call their grandmama and granddaddy for weeks. And then just call them like, Grandma, you buy me a game? You know what I'm saying? You like, you ain't even play the game. And that make it easy for them to be like, nope. Because you ain't even called and check on grandmama. You ain't make sure I was alive. You just call me and tell me you need $150 for the damn game, and I ain't even gonna watch you play it. And then somebody will kidnap you off of it anyways.
Bro. Yeah.
Nah, that's real.
They don't even know how to, don't take this money. Don't tell your granddad I gave it to you. These kids these days, don't tell grandma already gave me some money.
Look what I got.
Nigga. Yeah.
Hey,
we learn how to play the game.
One of the lessons I told y'all, leadership is one of my focuses last year. They said, look, everybody think the fastest way from one point to another is a straight line. No, sometimes that bitch around the way. Sometimes it's the finesse game. Sometimes it's the waiting game. But you'll get there.
Sometimes it ain't even a straight. You can go over here and talk to somebody, and they'll slingshot your ass to your point.
But originally, you thought that shit was out the way.
Yeah.
No, that was exactly what you needed to do.
You got to learn how to play the game, bro. Like, it's been so many times in my life. Like I told y'all, that if I can get an interview, I'm going to get it.
I feel like that.
Because I can play the game.
Bro, that's what. See, that's what makes me sad about this weekend, dog. I really want to be there because I'm like, bro, it's like
what's happening this weekend?
The Black Effect podcast
festival.
Yeah, the festival. Yeah. My guy's gonna be at. I ain't gonna be able to attend, but it's like we do all of this, and this shit may not happen at all. But in my mind, it's like I could just bump into the right motherfucker, or somebody could just, hey man, I like the shirt, or man, where you get them shoes from? And it could just be, you know what I mean? Like it's literally right here. And I'm
Why you think I asked you the question I asked you? Because I'm like, at some point, me and Charlamagne gonna be face to face, and that's exactly
or whoever. Fuck Charlamagne.
I ain't gonna say fuck Charlamagne.
No, I'm saying I feel you. Charlamagne's person who we don't even know who just happened to.
Like, I like the hat. What y'all
like, bro?
Right there for you.
I feel like it's right here, and I'm like, oh fuck, like it's all good.
So
it's
you
all
don't care,
good,
bro. It's all right.
I do, but yeah, I'm sorry, I got off subject. But I feel like that shit right there, man. But yeah, sorry. Go ahead. What y'all talking
about? But yeah, I think just
I felt you.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things, though. Just learning to play the game, man. Like you learn that relationship building is a part of the game.
Yes.
Like even when you ain't like sometimes being nice to people don't necessarily mean that it's something you trying to get out. Sometimes just be nice because you never know how that could affect
or just
you down the
because
line.
you were raised right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, but it's definitely just learning to play the game. Yeah, I still have my moments when I struggle with the game.
We know.
I struggle with the game. I struggle with the game. But I feel like I do a good enough job first through third down to keep me out of that fourth down.
It's so funny. Because when he be telling the story, I know exactly where the turn is coming. Every time I'm like, oh yeah, he finna finesse that one. He gonna do that one. As soon as he say that, I'm like, ooh, it's about to go left. And he always turn
every time, never let you down.
Be like, you know what?
Shit, they did that.
Like that nigga say, you want to go deep? Be like, buckle up, bitch.
This it.
Fuck you long to the bitch. Fuck you, no nipple long to the
Everybody.
That's
yeah.
funny.
But yeah, man.
I think just learning to play the game, man. I think
it's gonna help in so many different areas.
There's so many young adults right now who don't know how to play the game. And bro, in my mind, I feel like they fuck up, and I be like, damn, like I feel like they got to be saying to themselves, like, I'm gonna have a cool ass story to tell like I do this shit. That's the only thing that makes sense in my head because it's like, what the fuck were you thinking? What the fuck was you thinking?
It didn't make sense.
Did it make sense? Did think this through? Like, what other acronym can we get? Like, shit. Like, bro, what?
Bro,
I'm all about like, does it make sense, bro?
I was talking to one of my younger family members, and I just so happened to call him, I guess, at the right time. Because his girl, they didn't broke up, and bro was like, I'm so happy you called me. Because she ain't talked to me in 3 days, and she had a party, and she didn't invite me, and I was going over there right now. I was like, what? To do what?
Nigga, shit.
To do what?
Act the fuck up.
Listen.
Get locked the fuck up.
He was like, I'm so happy.
The scariest part about that, he didn't have an answer for you.
Nope.
He was just gonna show
up. He had no idea what he was about to do.
He was just about to go over there and get locked up.
Yeah, just go ahead and turn that car around. And had a baby in the car. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, that nigga was crashing.
But he ain't think it through. It was emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
had he thought it through, that could be dangerous too. So shout out to you, caller.
I think
hey, honestly, bro, that's the moments I be like, God did it. Because it ain't like we talk every week at a certain time and nothing like that. It was just like, I felt him on here. Let me give her a shout.
Mm-hmm.
Just happy to be in the moment. Because if I call him 2 hours later, we might have a different story.
Nobody answers the phone. Then you get a call like, hey, you gonna get your boy out?
Man.
No.
You got to.
Or somebody call you and be like, man, you know so-and-so got locked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it so much can happen, man, so quick and so like I feel like that's one of the things that they don't do well either. Think past the moment.
Yeah.
Like we talked about that last week, of course, but even outside of that particular subject, I think they don't think past the moment. Like everything is just like it's gotta happen right now.
Their whole life is right in this moment.
In this box. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like I probably had times where when I was younger, I don't know. Nah, I still thought.
What's funny is you are the person that thought it through and said, it's worth it.
Yeah, I'm gonna still do it. Yeah, like I thought past the moment, but because I remember like having talks like with the gang, like, yo, this is how this shit might work out. If you still with it, I'm going.
Yeah.
But if you're not, that's cool.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Dope boy on goddamn Boys in the Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we're going to the store. You ain't got no money. I'm going anyway. Dope boy got out goddamn 10 years later.
You feel me?
That nigga said, I'm going anyway. Goddamn. Oh shit. Shout out to Boys in the Hood. That's okay. Yeah. Don't go to the store with that nigga if he ain't got no money.
Hey, man, my mom used
to
to tell us,
but trouble, bro.
My mom used to tell us that shit when we was younger, man. She'd be like, She was like, here, just put a couple dollars in your pocket, because when you ain't got no money, that's when everything started looking good to you.
I'm going anyway. That's funny shit though. Hey man, I just want to say shout out to Shannon Sharp.
For what?
Everything you going through, you deserve, because that's a weak ass white lady that you got caught up with.
That man said you deserve it. God damn.
Just 20-year-old weak ass trash ass white thing. So I couldn't hold it. All right, so.
There's been another episode of the Dropping Dimes podcast. I feel like we probably gonna be. You may have to catch us only on Spotify.
Because they accept the bullshit.
I feel like after you do certain types of numbers,
bro,
it's easy for people to get other people off of
y'all saw that
platforms.
damn lady, man. What the fuck?
I ain't seen it on purpose.
Weak.
God damn, we were just gonna get on now.
If you're gonna be single with this kind of status and a freak like this, bro, get something bad at least. This motherfucker look like, man.
Bro, you gotta say something.
I'm sorry.
Because the silence is giving him the space.
I'm telling you.
If all hearts and minds are clear,
right, we clear.
You clear? I know you clear. Man. You got anything you want to share, brother? Anything you want to possibly go viral with?
No, bro. I'm gonna stay in my little corner.
What the fuck, bro?
I'm gonna stay in my corner, brother. I'm good.
20 years old. God, this nigga ain't got no ass. She pale than a motherfucker. Got a cock eye. Bro.
To each his own, bro.
It is definitely to each his own.
Yeah.
Man.
To each his own.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
All right. We got Tracy Ellis Ross's out here. We got motherfucking.
I think it's just like when we was younger though.
Man, what?
Like a lot of niggas, like you go to what's easy.
Nigga,
you go to what's easy.
This has been another episode of the Dropping Dimes podcast.
You can't end it after you started that. He gave
you
something.
No, you can't. You go for what's easy, nigga. He trying to set me up.
I ain't trying to set you up.
You go for what's easy.
He pulling it.
And all I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure that there are more easier options that look way better.
But I think
out there. What you think?
I think sometimes when just because we saying easy don't necessarily mean for this particular situation cheap. Like I think sometimes people in a certain status feel like, oh, well, I'm gonna fuck with them because they don't necessarily need this from me. And I don't know what that young lady's status is or where her stature is.
OnlyFans, 20-year-old trash ass OnlyFans model.
So she probably like, and we can laugh about it.
I wouldn't give a damn.
She probably bringing in. She might be bringing in a pretty penny, and he may feel like I don't have to gift her any money like that.
He offered her $10 million for this not to even come out.
Now, what I said was easy. It don't necessarily mean that the other person ain't calculated. We know who we talking about.
You gotta learn from other people's mistakes, bro.
Motherfuckers. A lot of people on that.
I wouldn't even have to learn from this one, nigga. I know better.
A lot of people on that side be calculated.
I mean, most people are calculated. Just give them the right opportunity.
Yeah, if you listen to him talk, you'll think he's the most calculated motherfucker on earth.
Yeah.
Clearly, the nigga calculated broke.
Yeah, honestly, though, I think he more embarrassed. I don't think he really like the things that he's being charged with. I think he thinks those are gonna go away, be fine. But I think he's just more embarrassed for.
The text message I just read said, It gave off rape, but I don't know how they talk. But the text message I just read,
Okay.
it said, I didn't like the fact that I asked you to put on the rubber and you didn't, and you still went in my ass.
I still feel like he's more embarrassed than
He should be, just based off of how she looked. If she was fine, at least. Like I don't care about no. Like if you a freak, be a freak, my brother. If she wants you to put a dog collar on her, do that and drag her across the room. Whatever y'all want to do.
if she wants you to.
If she wants you to.
Yeah.
But nigga, you wouldn't wipe your ass with this girl. You seen her?
I mean, I wouldn't wipe my ass with her anyway.
I wouldn't wipe my ass with nobody, so what we talking about? Why you gotta disrespect us so hard?
Okay, never mind. All right. 3:00. Ain't nobody answering. You still wouldn't do this. That's all I'm saying.
It's been yet another episode of the Dropping Dimes podcast. If you have not so far, swing by www.droppingdimes.com. Dimes with a Y. Check us out over there.
With a Y.
Get some merch, baby. Remember,
Cutting all that shit out.
if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe now.
What are we talking about? Nobody knows.
Subscribe now.
Subscribe.
Have other people subscribe.
Subscribe. Subscribe.
Put up.
Subscribe. Can you give me something right here?
We are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts. So check us out.
We on TikTok.
We on TikTok. We on the good Facebook,
Instagram.
We on IG.
Follow us. Send us a DM.
Podcast. If you got a question of the week, if it's a topic you would like to hear us,
voice message.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Send one of those. Messages. If you need to be on the prayer wall, let us know. You understand?
Please put me.
Oh my God.
That is hilarious. Anything I'm missing, guys?
No, man.
Anything I'm missing?
Good luck to Shannon Sharp, man.
Good luck to us at the Black Effect
Festival.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Yes, looking forward to meeting some people.
That's gonna be real.
Meet some people, learn some things,
getting our name out.
Come back with some new ideas.
I'm getting drunk before we go.
No, don't do that.
No,
that's the way to make this work.
No,
that's when I do my best work.
All right, we'll get drunk.
Hey, you know,
but just drink a little bit. Don't say drunk.
This one he do his best work.
He might need a drink.
I come back with the house.
You need a drink.
I probably do.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna be stoic for the most part. Yeah. No, not like that though. No, just chilling.
Tight ass in that bitch.
I got strong glutes.
Since all
the clear, man. God damn.
Yeah, we
don't say that.
Thanks for giving us.
Come at you next.
Thanks for giving us a little bit of your time. And just letting us borrow a little bit of your space.
She ain't got no ass.
Let's go,
for us to do what we do.
Great job, man. I love y'all.
Thanks, man. We really love you. We appreciate
Tell your friends and tell your friends about their friends.
Hit the bell.
We can all be friends. Exactly. Just say random shit. Touch the stove. Don't touch the stove.
Don't touch the stove.
Don't touch the stove.
Let Byron touch it for you.
I already touched that
man,
motherfucker.
Speaking of stove,
we love you. See y'all.
I'm just spitting.